Alright guys, back at it. Thanks for tuning into the channel and checking it out, see what's going on. Definitely always appreciate that. Anyway, so I'm shooting a video because I was able to accomplish a couple of things. So like I said in my previous video, I was able to do the ignition, the same exact ignition style or method that I had before. Key in, turn left, turn right. Um, the other one, God, somewhat, I shorted the whole thing, and it kind of popped. And I'm not really sure how these ignition systems are made. I know it doesn't have a fuse, nothing like that. I just probably it's got a plate, a metal plate that attaches or touches the other plate, and then it just a regular cutoff switch. Uh, why I didn't use it, because the wires really literally melt off the switch, so I really didn't want to take the chances of burning anything on a bike. So I did the ignition. It was really simple, really easy. Solder what I needed to solder. Love it. Then I moved to my taillight. So for many weeks, months after riding a bike, I always wanted to have signal lights. But I really don't care about the signal lights in the front. I do care about the signal turns in the rear. If you saw my bike, I have nice little lights, and it's extremely visible, or plenty visible. Not a big issue. And years ago I bought not years ago, months ago I bought a switch, right? So when I bought that switch, I was kind of hesitant, because it's lots of work, it's got lots of wires, it's going to be a bitch to hook it up, blah blah blah, so on and so forth. And I not sure everybody knows how the horn works or the light works, but it's pretty much a circle that you put a switch in between, and all it does, it connects and disconnects the current, and that's how it works. Now, doing that, honestly, it would be a pain in the ass. Why would it be a pain in the ass? Because there will be too many wires, and I'm trying to get rid of the wires. I don't want too many wires because I already have so many. And I took out the battery sensor for the temperature, because I'm not running the bike so hard, and obviously we already found out or figured out that the BMS, the battery management system, will shut my battery down. It happened 3 times, so we have already experienced that. And well, it is what it is, right? But I was lucky enough to use that switch. So the switch has a left turn, right turn, headlight, and a horn. Now, looking at my setup, I always had, nuts in the front and bulky wires and, shit this thick. And I hated it. I completely hated it. I look at Saran, and they all clean and nice, and that's what I like. I like clean wires. Are they clean right now? Yes, they are. Could they be cleaner? They are going to be cleaner, because they're a light color compared to a darker color. It is what it is. Anyway, so what I needed for the rear light was LED flashers, right? So it's a device that pulses, and you can make it where it pulses fast or slow, and that's all it does. It pulses with a current, whichever way you want to go. So when you get LED lights in your car, usually these are the flashes for LEDs that you will install, so your signals don't blink really fast. So I did the left turn, I did the right turn signal. I don't need the brakes, because I have this one small light, and it has a gyro inside. Gyro where it is, it's pretty much where if you stop on a bike, the light goes off solid. So it's really nice. I've seen lots of commercials. They're all over Alibaba Express or AliExpress or YouTube. Everybody, lots of people have them. I like it. It does, it does the job well. So I have that. So I'm not too crazy about the brake light. To me, it's a little bit too fancy. I know it's safety. I know. Definitely know that. But I can't run 50,000 wires to have all these things hooked up, and then by handle sensors or sensors, magnets. I can't deal with that shit. That's too much for me. So I do have the left signal. I do have the right signal. However, of course, like me, when I was installing the system, the flashes and the left, right, and all that, I was using my step down from 72 to 12 volts. And of course, being like an ass, I was hooking shit up, and I didn't put electric tape, and I blew my step down. And of course, I did the same thing with my headlight. I blew my headlight. Luckily for me, I do have a headlight, same exact headlight, LED bar, 7-inch replacement. So I'll be installing that with a regular switch. I'm not gonna have it on the handlebars. I'm going to have it probably somewhere underneath the seat where my seat extension is. I will install a headlight and a taillight, because the blinker system is by my handle. So this is a little bit too far, but I don't want to, when I use my thumb throttle, I don't want to be scraping my thumb and my glove with the turn switch, so it's kind of upsetting, but it is what it is. Sometimes you do stupid things, and I wasn't rushing. It's just I wasn't thinking. So I burned the step down, which is $13 in the garbage. I ordered another one, and I burned the light, which is not expensive, like $20, but it's really strong. It's so hard to get, but I have the replacement also. So everything should be coming this Friday, and most likely over the weekend I will be installing everything, because right now I got no taillight, no headlight, got nothing, completely nothing. And I got up today in the morning and says, what, maybe I'll take the bike. I was like, I haven't been at work for 2 weeks. It would be so cool to take the bike and just chill out, and hopefully I get stuck, with the new settings of 43%, out of the entire controller. It kind of looks like my battery is depleting faster. I'm not sure if it's depleting because the BMS, it's freaking getting screwed over, or is it because I just abused the battery so bad, which I shouldn't have, but it is what it is. So I want to take it back to my work, do the same route that I do all the time, and see if I am at 75 or 73, usually somewhere there. So we'll see about that. And like I said, Friday over the weekend, we'll install the step down. Everything is soldered, with the signal lights. All I gotta do is just plug in the step down from my battery harness to the step down, and now connect the step down to the 12 volt output, so I can run my tail light, which is again only 2 wires, positive and negative, so there's no way of screwing it, and of course my headlight. So I will be having 2 switches. Usually I used to have only 1 switch for the back, but I'm going to have 2 switches, one for the back, one for the front. I can run it individually. I can run either the front one or the rear one. At the daytime, it really doesn't matter if I run the rear or not, because you could see it, but it's not that important, but it's always good because it does have now turn signals, so it would be much nicer if everybody knew what the hell, where am I going, that is behind me. So that's pretty cool. That's awesome. looking forward to that project. It kind of took me a little while to make that decision that this is what I really want to do. But it looks dope. It looks very nice. I'm very happy with it. Um, it's hopefully it'll work for another season. Hopefully I get things done, and it will be cool. Would I ever think about doing, let's say, front blinkers? It's a possibility. I really don't want to put anything on my front forks. I want to keep everything neat, and that means I have to run additional wires. I have to run additional blinkers. I have to run additional fuses. It's just something that I'm not looking forward to. And I had to step down the headlight for about 2 years and never had a problem. But the minute I touched it and I wasn't paying attention, because electricity is very tricky. You got to pay a lots of close attention, and if you don't, you burn things out, and it kind of sucks because these are like events that you don't predict. You hope it doesn't happen, but it does. And I was stuck with that. Now, excuse me. The thing is, I want to take my bike, but every time I wake up in the morning, it's already dark. So it kind of sucks because I don't want to ride my bike without a taillight and a headlight when it's so dark out. Number one, is extremely dangerous for me and the traffic. And number two, it's just no bueno, If I was leaving later, when the sun was out just a little bit, I could swing it, but it's just, man, when I'm leaving, it's so dark. It's like, it totally sucks. And I don't like that. I'm not looking for problems, but it is what it is. I do have to use my bike on Friday, so man, maybe one of these days I'll take the bike out again and do another 27 miles. I don't know, man. I just pray to God I won't get stuck. I made sure that my motor is not overheating, that my motor is not hot. It's cool to the touch. It'll probably stay like maybe 120 degrees, which is awesome. The battery should be good at 50 amps because that's what it's designed for. That's what it's built for. So we knew that, again, the battery and the motor was the weak point. We completely understand that. That's going to probably be changed next season. Lately, I've seen lots of NYPD officers taking enforcement actions on electric bikes, and it kind of like scares me. But sometimes you got to take the risk. So we'll try to do that. I just don't want to take the risk of a couple $1,000 thrown into or invested into my bike. That's definitely no bueno. But I've noticed that what they're doing is they're seizing bikes, scooters, ATVs, dirt bikes, off-road bikes that don't have registration and don't have plates inspection. Again, my bike has pedals, so it's considered as a bicycle. So again, a couple years ago when the new bicycle law came in, the local delivery guys, their bikes were seized and they had to pay fines for over $1,500, which is ridiculous because for $1,500 you can buy good battery and a good motor from AliExpress. So do I really want to experience $1,500 fine? Nah, not really. So gotta kind of be careful. That's why I'm not really too triggered, too happy to get everything upgraded, like the motor and the battery. But figure if you have a motor that you can run at 85%, or 90%, and you have a battery that is going to be able to take that much torque, and a bike was a beast. This crazy torque that is, there's no way anybody could catch you if they even wanted to. But it is what it is, you know. And I got two police cars over here. Let them go through. Yeah, relax, dude. Oh, these guys going nuts. They're like all over the road. Anyway, so that's the plan. I can't do anything because I got no headlight, no taillight. However, even though I am willing to, you know, take one day, Friday, to go, because I just got to go to the city. I don't have to go to Queens, which is cool. So, you know, we'll go from there. Anyhow, thank you guys for tuning in again. Make sure you share, subscribe. Maybe soon enough, about a week or so, I will be able to do a review on D&M forks that are so popular. I'm not sure if they're air forks or not. My good friend Tony, he purchased the forks, and he's willing to do a review on them, and we'll see. Hopefully we can videotape it and let him. I want him to unbox it, and I want him to be on the camera. And hopefully you guys get to meet my good friend Tony that has golden hands. I wish there was so much more people like that have golden hands and are willing to share their skills and, you know, their hands, because there's so many people that do have skills, but they don't want to help, they don't want to share their skill, you know. And he's a nice guy. He's helped me a lot. He literally had taught me so many things, had told me so many things, had advised me on so many things. I mean, he's just been, you know, a great dude to soak in all that information like a sponge, you know. Whatever he says, whatever he tells me, I try to kind of receive it and soak it in and learn from that. And the guy is really smart. He's got great skills. I mean, I wish he had a bigger channel on the YouTube. I would have directed you there, but he really doesn't. I'm gonna try to see if he wants it to build it. And maybe, I mean, this guy's got so much potential to make money off of anything that is powered by electricity. It's unbelievable. The guy's really good, you know, handyman too. So until then, hopefully stick around, and I'll have that D&M review, and we'll see how it works. All right. So make sure you share, subscribe, and give it a like. Take care.